Hey guys, I am here to do the day to night top tutorial, and I am so excited about this one because when I first saw it on the website I thought, oh my goodness, this is so cute. I love it, and I love tie-dye right now. I'm like crazy about tie-dye. So I had this fabric, and so I'm really excited because I figured that was gonna go so great with it. So we're gonna get started so I can show you how to put it all together. Today I'm wearing my reversible dress, and it's so beautiful. I just wanted to show it to you guys because I've been spinning all day long. Okay, not more about that, but I just thought I'd throw that in because I just love it. Anyway, okay, so the first thing we're gonna do with this reversible top, with this day to night, sorry, I'm stuck on the reversible still, but from day to night is I've got my two back pieces that I've already cut out, and I put them on top of each other, right sides together. So my two back pieces are on top of each other's, right sides together. This is the line that's gonna go on the back. Here's the armsicle. So we're gonna go ahead and sew along the raw edge of the back. The two of them are right on top of each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin that and sew that. And we're getting right to the nitty-gritty. We're getting started right away. So yes, I am pinning it. The reason why I pin it far away from the edge is because I like to, just serge and move on, and I don't have to pull every single pin one at a time. So I just do that, but you do as you wish. Okay, so here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and serge that back line. All the way. Guys, I am so excited. I've been wanting to sew this one up ever since I saw it. It's so cool. It's so cool. Okay, so I've got it. The back, it's sewn together. And I know a lot of people say, oh, why can't I just be on the fold? Why can't I just leave it like it is, cut it on the fold and it'll be good? The reason why it's because doing the back seam is part of the pattern because it gives it a better, like a better fit. So it's gonna look better in the long run. So don't skip that part. Just do it, do the back seam, and you'll be glad you did. Kind of gives you a better shape too. Okay, so now here is my back part, and I'm just putting it face front. Ugh, I love this tie-dye. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my front, the front of my shirt, and I am going to put it right sides facing each other, and I'm gonna meet it at the shoulder and pin that shoulder, and I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Whoop. And pin that shoulder. So I've got two right here, so I'm gonna sew up here on the top. I'm gonna serge the top, serge the top. You can do zigzag, stretch stitch, whatever you'd like to do on your machine. But I am gonna go ahead and serge. Always make sure when you're serging that you catch both sides. I'm sure you guys don't do that, but I used to do that a lot. I still do, but I used to do it a lot more than I do now. I guess because now I check myself a little bit more because I don't want to go back and have another tail to tuck in. Alright, so now I've got my shirt shoulders put together. So I'm going to turn it right side up, and I'm going to do one sleeve, and then I'll do the next one in a minute. Let me cut that tail. The reason why I'm cutting the tail off is because when I attach the sleeve, it'll get serged on, so it will go away. But anyway, so here's my sleeve, and I'm going to fold it. I'm going to find the middle. So since it's already folded, how I usually find the middle, I usually put a little notch in the fabric with my scissors, just a tiny little notch. But you can just pin it, and that will give you mark the middle, but I just give it a little notch because I'm gonna eat it with my serger anyway, and so that way if my pin was to fall off, I'd still have it. Okay, so right side of the shirt is sticking up. Here's my armsicle. My armsicle where my armpit, it's gonna go right here. And now I'm gonna attach the sleeve, and the right side of the fabric is gonna be facing on top of this right side of this fabric. And I'm gonna match where I marked that center of my shirt. On my sleeve, I'm gonna match that to the shoulder seam. Right there. And then I'm gonna go out to one side, just going around. You don't have to pull, you're just placing it there on top, just turning it a little bit, and all the way down to the edge of the shirt. And I'm gonna go ahead and pin. Oop. And then I'm gonna do the same thing towards the other side. Go around and pin. It's up to you how many pins you want to put in. I'm a little bit more comfortable with the sleeves, putting in the sleeves now, so I don't put as many pins as I used to, but when I first started, it was like heavy metal, pinning everywhere. Or you could use clips. Some people use clips, and that works really well. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other sleeve, because I like to go ahead and pin them all up and then get my machine. That way I don't have to go back and forth, back and forth. But like I said, right side to right side. Pin at the shoulder where you marked your sleeve down the middle. And then go out to the left and go out to the right. Which I'm actually going to the right first and then to the left. I don't know my sides. I apologize. I also apologize if I sound a little bit different today. I have allergies. And the reason why I say it that way is because last week, my high school students were all sniffly. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. And they kept just saying, it's just allergies, it's just allergies. I said, okay. And I brought out my hand sanitizer and tried to do as much allergy control as possible, but obviously it didn't work. So now I've got allergies. But I'm going to give them a hard time this week for giving me allergies. Okay, so now that I've met them at the raw edge, I'm going to go ahead and serge that seam all the way around, starting at one edge, and I'm going to go all the way around to the other edge real quickly. And just make sure that you are catching both pieces of fabric, or you'll end up with a hole in your armpit. I mean on your shoulder. You don't want that. Well, I don't want that. If you want that, then go ahead by all means. It's like airing out your armpit. Okay. No? Well, yeah. I'm going all the way around the fabric. The edge of the arm, the top of the arm, the edge of the fabric. Making sure that I catch both pieces of fabric. One is done. Now I'm going to the other one. my shoulder seam. So now my shoulder is on, and here's my arm. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and serge. We're gonna turn it wrong side out. It was inside out, now we're gonna turn it the other way around. And I'm gonna serge on the sides. So I'm gonna meet, here's my back and arm, back and arm, and here's my armpit. And I'm going to go ahead and meet that one edge right there and go all the way down. Make sure you meet it right here first. That way it's together. And then all the way down the sleeve. Both sleeves. Oh well, the one sleeve. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and serge that side, and you can go ahead and do it to the other side as well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do this side. I'm just serging that raw edge. Remember, always right sides together, making sure both the back and the front fabric are touching. Here I am at the arm, all the way down the arm. Okay, so that arm is put together. And you do the same to the other side. And now I'm gonna go ahead and turn it right side out. Here it is, my arm. And I'm going to go ahead and do the sleeve, and then we'll do the neck. I'm gonna go ahead and do my sleeve. Now, I'm only doing one ruffle, but when you're doing two ruffles, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do with the two ruffles. So you get the bigger ruffle out, and you put it up in a circle. And then you'd get, this is my ruffle for my other sleeve, but let's pretend that this is the small ruffle that goes on top. And you put it right on top of the other. Wrong side, the wrong side of the top ruffle facing the right side of the bottom ruffle. So they're together. And then I'm going to pin them together around the edge, because when I attach them to my sleeve, they're going to both attach to the sleeve. So what you want to do is you want to baste them together. So just do a long stitch, long straight stitch all the way around the center to attach the both ruffles, or attach the one ruffle to the other. And like I said, you want the top part, the right side of this fabric, to be touching the wrong side of your other fabric. Okay, so let's pretend that they're already put together, and then I'm gonna grab my sleeve and I'm gonna attach. But before I attach, if you want, you can quarter this ruffle if you think it's gonna be too hard for you to figure out what where it's gonna go or whatnot, or you can just go straight and put it into it. Right sides together. Sorry, this one's backward. Right sides together. We're going to attach the ruffle to the sleeve, so all the way around. Like I said, if you want to quarter it, you can. You don't have to. I didn't quarter it because it just matches right up. But I want to make sure. So I'm pinning it all the way around. Almost there. One more pin. So right sides together, I attach the ruffle to my sleeve, and here's the raw edge. And I'm going to go ahead and serge the raw edge. Making sure it's attached. Make sure you're holding it tight so it doesn't eat up any other part of the ruffle or the sleeve as you're trying to sew them together. Right now, if you were doing the double ruffles, you would be attaching both ruffles to the shirt, to the sleeve. So here it is. When you turn it right side out, it's attached to the sleeve. So we're almost done, guys. Almost done with this top. Now all I need to do is my neck. Even though I do need to do my other side, but for sake of time, I'm just gonna do the one side, and you do know that the other side is gonna be just the same. Okay, for our neck, I have my neckband, and I'm gonna grab it, and I'm gonna put it right sides together, and the short edge right there, and I'm gonna serge that short edge. And then I'm gonna turn it wrong sides together like a hot dog bun. Fold it right down the middle. Add wrong sides together. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good steam so that it stays flat. You know what, this step is not really hard. It's just that this fabric literally is like super flimsy, so it like wiggles a lot. So I gotta make sure I steam it really well. Okay, now I'm gonna quarter it. The way I do that is, so you've got the side with the seam right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that, and you fold that right there, and then you go out to the edge, and that's your other. And I usually just clip a little bit, but I still pin it because I don't want my fabric to move. Then you get and you put together the two pins, and you go out to both of the other two sides, and then that's your quarter points. Now for the neck on your shirt, so I'm just marking that. For the neck on your shirt, you're gonna have to mark your shirt as well, because the shoulder seams are not the quarters. So what you want to do is, first of all, hold on one second, let me fix this, because I got a little notch of my shirt. Don't you hate it when that happens? I caught a little notch of my shirt right here on my, there we go. Okay, so you've got the shirt, and what you've got is you've got the shoulder seams and the back seam. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna meet the shoulder seams at the top. So if you meet the two shoulder seams and you go to the back, you know that right here at this back seam, that is the back seam. But it won't always be so, because not with a regular shirt doesn't have the back seam, but this one does, so that's good. But we do have to find the front. So we go out to the front, and I'll mark that spot right there. Then I'll meet the back seam with the front where I marked it, and we go out to one side, and there's my 1/4. And then I'll go out to the other side and do the same exact thing, and there will be my other one. So then now all I have to do is follow the pins, my back seam. I'm gonna put it with the back seam of my shirt, and it's the outside of my shirt, the right side, I'm gonna put the band on the outside of my shirt, on the right side, and pin right there. Then I'm gonna pin over here on my other side, and then I'm gonna pin the front and the other side. And now that it's pinned together, I'm gonna go around and serge all the way around the neckline, making sure that all 3 fabrics are caught in on the serger. And I always, when I'm serging my neckband, I always put my neckband facing up, because I do not want to, I want to be able to see how much is eating. And I usually use my 2 fingers and I grab it, making sure that it's all together. And here I go. You usually have to pull a little tiny bit, stretch that neckband a little bit. Stretch the neckband. Almost done. Just 1 more quarter. Alrighty. And there is my neckband, all nice and neat. There's my neckband. And my arm. Now I need to do the other side, but I'm just going to do exactly the same thing that I did to this side. And then when I'm done, I'll go ahead and hem the bottom. Just go up and hem. And that's it, guys. I'm done. I finished my shirt. I hope you enjoyed this little sew along with that we did together. And go ahead and make yourself that night today shirt. I can't wait to try it on. And I'm going to go ahead and take pictures for you guys and post them on the page. And when you make something, please post it on the Facebook page. We'd love to see it. Thank you for sticking along with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.